card. I never seen that before. So wait, is this a fake? Let's look at the cards that I went and picked up. Like I said, personally for me, I'm going to be collecting 3 types of cards for the most part. Cosmo Holo cards. And if you guys think I should change my name to Cosmo Holo Dan, write in the comment Cosmo Holo Dan. So Cosmo Holo cards, Black Star promos, and then the last and final cards that I like to collect for my PC are going to be Japanese cards. And as you guys can see, one of the cards that I have right there is Japanese, and it's going to be the chase card that I wanted in my collection, and I finally got it, so I can go ahead and grade with tag grading when it's finally available in value / bulk grading. But let's look at the review. So let's look at the cards back. With Cosmo Holo cards, I went ahead and got a Scrafty. Again, it's a great looking card. Great holo. Ooh, I just hit those like crazy. It's a great card, and honestly, it's a good entry card. You guys can see it has a Black Star promo by Okubo, and as we look at the back, it's dinged up in every single corner. So this card has no business being graded. It'll never get a 10, and that is okay. But overall, not a bad looking card. Let's look at the rest of the Japanese cards that I went ahead and got. Like, I like buying Japanese cards, and I'm going to show the price so I can show you how much I'm really paying for them over here. Some of you guys might say like, hey, you're kind of overpaying for Japanese cards. Some of them might be a better deal, but for the most part, you're not really seeing any kind of cards for less than $3 in the English side. I like to collect Japanese cards because it's collecting on a budget. I get to really see the art. So if I really want to go down the English side down the road, if I fall in love with the Japanese side, then I can go ahead and justify that purpose or purchase on the English side, just because I'm a budget kind of collector, and that is okay. You kind of have to be if you're going to be dollar cost averaging into the hobby. But Medichan, I believe this is going to be the second card that I get for $1.61, and then honestly, it is such a beautiful looking card by Kichiro Ito. Oh my god, I believe I already talked about this artist before, but if not, I might have to do a feature artist on him. But Medichan, great looking card. So for $1.61, there's nothing wrong with picking up a card like this with so much color, so much characteristics. Then we got Togedemaru. I wanna say it's Togedemaru, the steel type mouse. Oh, no, it's not Pachorito. I think it's Togedemaru. But great looking card. As you guys can see, this one has no business being graded, but I did pick it up for $2.03. And if you guys can see, hard left heavy, very heavy on the left side. So it has no business in getting a 10. I'm just kidding. It'll most likely still get a 10 in CGC if everything is okay. As for the back looks pretty good, but it's just the left side that it's really off-centered. But I like collecting Japanese cards. Sometimes it's just for the art. And great looking card by Orca. Yeah, great looking card by Orca. Now, this card, I was happy that I saw it because this is by Satoma. It's one of the artists that I talked about in the previous episode. And a Satoma card, which is Togekiss, or his evolution, But light color palette, if you guys look, I'm going to have to bring it up here. Just look at the card, like Japanese quality. You can't tell me that it's a bad looking card. Overall, the centering looks decent. No, right heavy. It's definitely right heavy. As for anything else, one thing that you guys have to be looking at Satoma cards, because they use very light colors, light palettes for print lines, and you're going to be able to detect print lines on cards like this really quick. So they're not going to be great cards for grading, but for $2.06, it's a good pickup. It's a $2 card. I got like 4 quarters, 8 quarters in my truck at all time from the energy drinks that I buy and the change. So it's not a bad purchase. Zacian Zacian is a great looking, beautiful looking color card. Like, it goes heavy. So I went ahead and got this card for $2.25. But whenever we look at this one has pretty decent centering. Now right here, this is interesting because there's like a little white spot around right here. That it looks to be from the art, but if you're doing subjective grading, there's a good chance, there's a good chance that maybe the grader will see that and they'll think that that's a peck of dust. A speck of dust, yeah, it's not a speck of dust, it's not scratch, it's not any missing hollow. That's just the way the card. That's probably one of the worst parts where you can kind of get like any kind of white coloring, because it might throw you off and be like, oh shit, that's scratch. But overall, great looking card. This one is illustrated by Yuriko Ikegami. Hell yeah, I'm killing these names today. Also, I think, probably butchering them, but that's fine. That's fine. If they were making a video about me, I'm pretty sure it would be very, very hard to say Cosmo Hollow Dan. See? Effing tongue twister. Oh, but we're not even at that point because none of you guys have comment Cosmo Hollow Dan in any of the videos. The moment that you do, I will switch my name. It could be fun. But Sandy Guys by T0. Honestly, I'm digging this card. I think I've always thought that this card is a very beautiful looking card. Light colors, very bright, vibrant. It doesn't seem like we have any print lines whenever we're looking at the centering. The centering looks pretty good. However, there is a little scratch right here which will prevent it from ever getting a 10. But it's a great card for the collection for $2.84. Honestly, whenever I look at this card, I think my kid, I think my son, like, this is a little kid's card. I think that's great. I think it's a great Pokemon. Magnezone. Honestly, I like Magnemite, Magneton, and Magnezone. It's been one of those Pokemon. I mean, I thought it was a fantastic Pokemon in Legends Arceus, and it kind of carried my team. Even though it was for catching Pokemon, it was a powerhouse in that game. And this card, great looking card. I like colors. I like busy cards. We got Magnemite, Magneton, Magnezone. So you got all three evolutions. The centering looks pretty good, but over here, once again, we got a little white dot from the artist that could kind of go ahead and give the impression that maybe this card is dinged and whatnot. However, we do have a white speck on the border, which would prevent this card from grading a 10 in tag. Look, I'm telling you guys right now, tag grading is very difficult. It's kind of hard. If you guys don't believe me, look at one of the videos from what's his name, Mimic Brew. He went ahead and got this tag submission back. It was all Pikachu's, and he did not do as good as he thought he was going to do. I mean, of course, he submitted some cards knowing that it had some issues, but he wanted to see if the tag scan would go ahead and pick it up. And for the most part, they did. He was going to say he was going to talk about the dig report, and he never really did. He didn't talk about the dig report nearly as much as you would want. Regardless, let's continue with the show, baby. This card by Asako Ito, very popular artist, especially for the fact that every single Pokemon that they do is crochet. So I know in the English side, this card is getting, I gotta see if this card is actually, I know in the English side it's kind of valuable. I'm sorry, but you're looking at this hollow pattern right here on the side, like, what is this? Look, I know about this card. I never seen that before. So wait, is this a fake? Yo, the color is completely off. I might have to take this one back. I might have to actually take this card back because this card might actually be a fake. For $3.82. Dang. I gotta check. Alright. So let's go with the show Satomo card. This is, I mean, we talked about Satomo cards because I picked up a Fennekin and I went ahead and showed you guys like the 7 cards that they have. But Fennekin is going to be a great, I think, for less than $4, a $4 Black Star promo for a fairly new set. Honestly, I think it's kind of it's a good pickup. You can go ahead and start building a good collection of these. I think now it's going for like around maybe $5 to $6, but I think this is obviously going to be a $10 card plus because there's going to be a Black Star promo for a starter. Like I said before, the only bad thing that Fennekin has it going against, it's that it's a starter card, so we're probably going to be getting the Fennekin card, you know, or we're going to be getting the Fennekin cards in the partner collection, maybe some sort of variant in the 30th anniversary. But it does have the trend of a starter Pokemon by the window, just like Charizard, just like Squirtle and Bulbasaur. So I can see this card being a very popular binder collection because it's a Pokemon by the window. Now, by Scav, this is a great looking Pokemon. If you guys already been to hobby and collecting for a while, oh, this one's scratched, like right here, scratched. Yeah, there's a ding right there. And like honestly, this is not gonna get a 10, obviously, because I do see like a little ding right there that the tag scan will go ahead and pick it up. But like if you guys haven't known, like if you guys don't know, if you guys follow the notes, because this is playing music, it's the Pokemon Center theme song, which is pretty cool. Theme, 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 theme. You know, it's super cool. It's super cool. It's a very cool gimmick in the game whenever it got introduced. Chat-tot. Right, that you could actually record something, so whenever it comes into battle, like it would repeat that. I can only wonder and experience how much racism, how much hatred it came out in Nintendo because of this Pokemon and people saying something bad in the video game. I can't wait to see that. Now, Mega Electros, great looking card. Like I said, this card is not for myself. This is going to be for my friend Ripping Robert because he needed this card for his Pokédex collection for the Mega Attack Rares. And honestly, not a bad card for less than $5. The centering looks pretty good, a little bottom heavy. Outside from that, looks good from the front. If we turn it around to the back, no white dots, but there is like a little dent right here. So Robert, if you see this video, clean the card, but this would not be a card worth grading at all whatsoever. But it's still not a bad binder piece because he is collecting these for his binder collection. Now, 2 of the big boys. We got the last 2 cards that I'm going to show you guys are going to be Zamazenta and Zacian. Look, V-Star cards, they're old, especially in the Japanese side, but like you can get like some chase cards from Crown Zenith, you know, in the Japanese way. Like, you know, these are chase cards for a lot of people. You're getting them for half the price. I believe both those cards go for like $30 to $40 each, but whenever you're picking both cards for around 15 bucks, that is not a bad pickup. That is not a bad pickup. It just looks great. This one just looks great. I love the blue. I love the white. I like how light the color are. I'm a big fan of that. Plus, with the black of the V-Star from the Sword and Shield era, from the black from the V cards, it just looks great. It just honestly looks great. Now, I wonder if it maybe it's just Sword and Shield cards like that, or if it's... No, they look like the same color. I'm still thinking like that one's like a little bit darker. A little bit dark. But Zacian for is it like $15 for this one? I don't know if this card would ever 10. I would really have to look into it, like outside from this. But it's a great looking card. It really is. I'm super happy about this card. Sometimes you just need to collect cards for your PC, and like I'm okay spending $15 for a Japanese chase card. I think that's a solid price, right? What card is this? Zamazenta. The texture feels great through the gloves. Centering doesn't look too bad. The centering doesn't look too bad. But now you have the opposite. Light palette, dark palette. I think personally this looks better on the Zacian, but the Zamazenta still looks great. It's a great looking card, you know. In the Japanese, like, I'm so happy that some people are buying Japanese cards and then selling them to the card shops so that you can go ahead and pick them up at a fairly good price. Because this box, this Japanese booster box, fairly expensive now, over $100, and too expensive for my taste. So it's out of my my budget, right, for every 2 weeks. So able to buy it as a single, great. I don't have to fight against the other like special art rares or whatever they used to call them in the Scarlet and Violet era, in the Sword and Shield era. But you can go ahead and buy it upright. Like, I'm glad that people are buying Japanese booster boxes and selling the cards, because you can go ahead and collect these cards for the cheap. Now, for the last and final card, my chase card. I flipped it already multiple times, but I'm gonna go ahead and edit that shit out. Now, do you guys believe? I'm gonna go ahead and give you 5 seconds, 10 seconds to go ahead and bet on Kalshi or Polymarket, whether it's an art rare or a special art rare. So here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time is up. Bets are closed. And if you bet that this card was a special art rare, you would be wrong. I got a Tetsukayama Knockdown. Like, you guys have no idea how much I love this card. And I love Tetsukayama art. Tetsukayama is super good. One of the cards that I absolutely need to pick up in my collection is going to be the Dottler, the Japanese Dottler, just because of the pointillism. Look, in the Pokemon hobby, everyone's making content because, well, you know, you're hoping you can get monetized, especially on YouTube, so you can use that money so you can put it back into the hobby, right? And for the most part, you're kind of seeing people talk about the same shit. Ooh, you should go ahead and buy and invest in Pokemon Center ETBs and booster boxes, because they're not reprinting booster boxes. You should also collect Cosmo Holo Swirls, Black Star promos in the English side. You know, I've heard that before. I don't know where, but I know I've heard that before. In the Japanese side, the Black Star promos don't exist. You have to pull them naturally in the Japanese booster boxes. I had this card already twice. I've graded it through tag. They've come back as 10s. Every single reason, I don't know why. I put it up for sale, it gets swept up. For like, I sell it for like $50, $40 to $50. I think the first time I sold it for like 35, but it's because there were still margins to be made. But like, Tetsukayama cards are great. This could be one of the best cards that he makes, because Knockdown is a fantastic card. Because they've done Dottler, they've done Shin Ninja and Ninjask, I believe. So they're doing, or Shin Ninja and Ninjask. They've done those. Like, they haven't had a big time Pokemon, but Knockdown, it's a great card. This art is a great art. You know, honestly, I was so happy I was able to pick this card for $3.30. It's still very left heavy. It has no business being graded, but it's a card for my PC. Like, this is a card that I want to have for sure. And eventually, whenever Tetsukayama blows up, because eventually they will, because everyone right now is currently talking about the same kind of artist, Shinji Kanda, Komakaze Komiya. They also talk about Etso or whatever from... I mean, personally, I'm not even gonna like flaunt it like I really know their name, because I don't remember. Like, the cards that I do remember, the artists I do remember are gonna be Ren. They're also gonna be that I do remember, and fucking turns around to look at the rest of the cards. I'm trying to see if there's any main artists again. I know I like Ren. CG Works, whatever, insert other, and freaking remix. Sorry, I don't have my notes, but Tetsukayama will eventually blow up. Why? Because the art on that card is fantastic. We're talking about pointillism art. You don't see that. It's very rare. Pointillism art and crochet art are very interesting kind of cards that people are like, these artists are putting in the collections. They're worth the pickup. You know, Arteria, this is a great Arteria card just because it's crochet. Tetsukayama card. It's a fantastic card. But whenever we look back at some of the artists over here, I mean, personally, I like this one because of the Easter egg. I do like Satomo cards, and it's a Black Star promo. You know, he carried me through my Legend RCS team. Reminds me of my son. Great looking art. I like colorful cards. I like light palette cards. You know, that's my theme. I like colorful cards. I like vibrant cards. I believe that kind of art has a lot of personality. Long story short, collect whatever you guys want to collect. Collect the artists that you guys do want to collect. I mean, this is what you're in for the hobby, right? If you're in for the hobby for monetary gain, then go follow someone else. I am not your guy. You guys will probably lose money with me. But at least we're going to go ahead and dollar cost average into losing fucking money. It should be fun. Hold on, give me a second. My emotional support energy drink. But honestly, I'm super happy with today's pickups. I'm going to go ahead and trade the Mega Electros with my friend Ripping Robert for probably some Cosmo Hollow Swirls because he likes to open cards, packs, and promotion items. So I know he has a couple of them. But all the other cards, I'm super happy. I can't wait to re-sleeve them, look at them more, and then just put them in my binders and see which card is actually going to be worth collecting. But outside from that, if you guys really enjoy the content, please consider liking and subscribing onto the video. Drop a comment. You can either drop a comment and let me know which one's probably your favorite card, your favorite pickup from these. If there's any artists that we should look into it, maybe next time that I'm going to go card shopping, I'll look for those cards and pick some of them up. And if not, always remember, comment Cosmo Hollow Dan. I just need one person to comment Cosmo Hollow Dan, and I'm gonna go ahead and make that my username. Also from that, I really do hope that you guys are having a fantastic day, and I will catch you guys next time. Peace!